something that is not the typical resource development, curriculum development, etc. And I really appreciated how SEAMEO INNOTECH and the research team was able to see the value in the question we were posing, no? Gave us the space to test this hypothesis, which had potentially quite important implications for global citizenship education curriculum, especially since we're really early days, no, in developing the global citizenship education curriculum. I really appreciated how the call signaled that they want things that are kind of out of the box, and that I felt the fact that they thought there was something was very encouraging. That the support for this type of inquiry was quite liberating in a way. There are very few opportunities to get external grants related to education, no? Most of these are commissioned, or have a very direct mandate, no? A lot of the funds available often are embargoed, no? You can't go public with your findings, no? Because it's needed by the institution for policy purposes. So I think I encourage organizations that have the same innovative mindset as SEAMEO INNOTECH to try the RPG. In my experience, the call for application was fairly broad and welcoming in terms of the range of questions and approaches. Of course, there are priority areas, but the priority areas are not restrictive. They do see how particularly collaborative multidisciplinary approaches can lead to new ideas related to some old problems in education. Interesting experiences. When we were looking for schools that will partner, we were surprised how many said, "Ay, marami hong ganyan sa amin." So the schools do know that there are many OFW families, and that made them more willing to participate. So that's not something we expected. But these are mainly private schools. Of course, in the research design, we increased the likelihood because we targeted Region 3 and Region 4A because the statistics show that's where most OFWs come from. But I think one of the interesting things is also the enthusiasm of schools to engage with researchers. So I would like to encourage the organizations who would like to apply, partner with schools also, because schools are also excited to be participants in innovation, in trying out new things. And so we actually had no problems getting our partner schools. And I think that's actually very important that the academic researchers don't just stay academic and then just attack them. And then we also hear from the teachers, the coordinators, about the experience of these skills. Well, I also met the other RPG recipients, and I saw the diversity and what I would like to think, if I compare, I felt like we were a more mature team, no? But the other researchers were early career, younger researchers. So I felt like, don't think that if you don't have a lot of research experience, you cannot join the RPG. I think based on the pool, the cohort group, it was different levels of experience. So I think what is important is you have good ideas. You have thoughtfully constructed the proposal. And what I also saw is that all the projects have very tangible outcomes. Perhaps ours was a bit more academic, but a lot of the projects, including ours, I feel like have very direct implications to some curricular matter, no? And so, I think, I don't know if that's practical, no? But I guess I encourage you to kind of think out of the box. Don't do the typical education research. And I think the RPG very clearly signals we want something innovative, multidisciplinary, collaborative. So I encourage organizations to really embrace that, no? And think hard, bring people together so that new ideas will come. And you will find in SEAMEO INNOTECH a group that is truly encouraging of this approach instead of the traditional kind of cookie cutter types of education research.